members of council, Mr. Dressler, and citizens of Alleghany County. Thank you for allowing me to be in front of you this evening. First, I guess accept my apology for the manner in which I went about the request from the Board of Supervisors. Being new at this job, I'm still learning. And so at the last Board of Supervisors meeting, I appeared before them to request an increase in the retirement multiplier for the law enforcement and jail deputies that work with the Alleghany County Sheriff's Office. The previous multiplier was 1.7%. And those of you who know VRS know that you take the amount of years and multiply it times the multiplier, and then you take your highest 3 years salary, and that tells you how much you make in your retirement. Well, 0.15 sure does make a difference after 30 years of service. And as you know, law enforcement officers don't make a ton of money. They're not in it for the money, they're in it because that's what they're supposed to do in life. That's their path, if you will. So I approached the board, and the board approved my recommendation to them as of February 1st. Approximately 10 minutes afterward, Mr. Bennett called time out and said, "Hey, I think we just messed up. Did you talk to the city?" And I said, "Mr. Bennett, I did not, but I will be happy to speak with them first thing tomorrow morning." And that's exactly what I did. I contacted Mr. Dressler by phone on my way into work, and I think I called him on his way in. Maybe he had already taken care of a few other things, which he normally is out pretty early. And I explained the situation to him. In speaking with Ms. Adcock, actually two things coming from Ms. Adcock. She told me to inform you that if the money between now and the 1st of July for the current budget year is an issue, she has the money to carry over the multiplier for the next 6 months. And then she also said that the amount of money, the cost to the county will be approximately $45,000, and I think the cost to the city is going to be approximately $11,000 per year. And that covers nearly 54 police officers that work for the county and their retirement. And whenever they get to a retirement age, most police officers don't make it past 60. They're not able to make it most of the time to their full Medicare retirement age because their body just gives out on them by the time they usually hit between 55 and 60. If you'll look at the packet I gave you, each of you has a packet. There's a lot of reading and a lot of numbers in there, and I don't expect you to probably read the entire thing, but there are some very interesting numbers in that packet. I got all the numbers for the entire year of 2024. It tells you how many phone calls my dispatchers answered. It tells you how many miles the deputies traveled. It tells you how many mental health cases that my deputies worked. It is all encompassing. It pretty much covers everything. It is some good reading if you care to know what your law enforcement officers are doing. And I will cowtail that with the City of Covington's police officers are doing a lot of work as well, very similar to what I provided you tonight. I'm not here to advocate for them, but as you know, it doesn't really matter what color we wear when we're out here working. If it happens in the city, we're all there, and if it happens out in the county, we're all there. So it is my first duty to apologize to you for the way I went about this, but I am here to ask that you give favorable consideration to the 0.15 addition to the retirement supplement for the Alleghany County Sheriff's deputies. And I think I covered everything in the letter that I have presented you. If you have any questions, I would be glad to answer those.
Kyle, if the county is willing to take it through June, and we would pick it up starting in July.
Yes, sir.
To me, it's a lot better possibility for the city of Covington, seeing how you could put it in your budget for next year.
Yes, sir. I agree with that, and as I said, I didn't know the entire process whenever I approached the board, And Ms. Adcock has been very friendly to me, and she explained to me the way that I should have went about this, and also that she did have the extra money, that it would cover the remainder of the year, and that the city of Covington could pick up July 1st with the additional money.
Okay.
And like I said, it's approximately $11,000 starting July 1st.
Because we've budgeted all our money out for this year.
I understand that, Mr.
And
Carson.
we just, to come up with it would be pretty hard.
Yes, sir, I understand.
We'd have to cut somewhere else, and I don't want to do that if we don't have to. But I think it's a
We
good
could cut your
program.
pay.
I'm not saying we don't want to help. We do want to help.
We could cut your pay.
Yeah, hey, I don't get enough here to even get one of them.
Yes, sir, I understand. And I'm not asking you to put the city of
Right.
Covington in a financial pinch. I'm not doing that at all.
Right.
But, you know, I feel that this is a way to help those officers with their retirement income versus their current income.
And I'm all for that.
And me being of that age, I know how important retirement income is to someone who is reaching that age. There's a lot of factors that have to be considered to include insurance.
And I want you to know, first off, everybody in the city supports your officers.
Yes, sir.
And we think the world of them. I mean, it takes a special person to be a law officer.
I greatly thank each of you for the support. You know, I see it on a daily basis, so.
Yeah, I think Fred's got some questions.
Well, what he said and what you said answered all 4 of my questions at one time, so I'm good.
I'm available anytime. If you think of a question, please call, ask. Anything I can offer you, you know, whether you're in the city or the county, it doesn't matter. I'll be glad to help.
Well, this will be in your budget for next year, the
Yes, sir.
$11,000.
Yes, sir.
Is that pretty much a set amount?
Yes, sir.
Going forward?
Yes, sir. It is set amount. It's based upon a percentage. It's a, you know, multiplier that they figure up.
Okay.
Ms. Adcock could probably answer that question, or Mr. Beebe could answer the question probably better than I can.
Is this something we need to vote on tonight, Alan?
Well, it says January 30th.
You've got to know by the 31st.
No, sir. To be quite honest with you, the way that I have been explained, and Mr. Dressler may know better, it's in effect. It depends upon when the city of Covington, and I realize, having a long conversation with Mr. Dressler, that you know, things have been done in the past that weren't always welcomed within this chamber. And I'm not trying to force feed anything to the council. It's not my intention. That's why I'm here to apologize.
Right.
And if anybody needs to eat crow, it's going to be me. I'll be the one to do it. I'll accept that responsibility. But, you know, unfortunately, with the vote from the Board of Supervisors, it became, you know, passed effective February 1st.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. So do you want to come back to us, or?
It doesn't matter to me either way. Lance, I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, it could be done by email, or I could come back. It doesn't matter.
Want to do that, Alan?
Well,
We still
if
need to
council,
vote.
basically, he's made his presentation. If council, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but if council is comfortable with moving on as we are today and then including this in the budget, it just becomes a budget process.
Okay, all right.
And it's been agreed by the county that they'll pick up the remaining from now until June 3rd.
Well,
So there's no need for any action, correct?
Not unless city council wishes to go ahead and start participating now.
Right.
yeah.
I'm good with the way things are right now.
If Susan's got the money, I'd rather her do it and not put us in a bind, and we'll jump in there in July if you put it in the budget and roll from there.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your time tonight, and y'all have a blessed evening.
All right,
Thank you,
sir.
Kyle.